All right. It worked. It worked. I hope it works. Can you see everything okay, Karen? Oh, good. Okay, I better type in some. Right. It worked. It worked. I hope it works. I think it's going to work this time. Hi, Christy. I think it's going to work. Yay! So what are you guys up to? I hope so anyway. Okay, let's see if I can get my comments up. What are you guys up to? Uh-oh. I hope so anyway. Let's see if I can get my comments up. Hooray! It's about time. Don't you just love this little farmhouse? I think it's cute. Hi Leslie, thank you for coming in. She's going to help me today with the comments. She's such a good woman. Okay, what I'm going to do today is the farmhouse. I see, Karen, you said you're going to need this, huh? Oops, I got to turn my sound off. Hold on. I see, Karen, you said you're going to need this, huh? Okay, got my sound off. All this technical stuff. I finally got on Amazon handmaids last night. And I only put one in just to make sure that it was going to work. And it worked. And I just typed in spring and farmhouse and whatever, and it was good. So I'm glad. And Leslie, I didn't share it to Hardworking Mom's page yet either. So maybe you can do that for me. Anyway, I'm just going to get started. So holler at me if there's something you need or ask. Leslie should be happy to help you. Okay, let me see this. Okay, what I'm going to do today is, I've already put my husband has my drill, so I had to put pipe cleaners on this, but that's okay, it works just as good. I'm going to put this little chicken on there. I think he's cute. Set these aside over But what I'm going to do is 12-inch poofs. Kind of like to open all these up. I have some mesh that I was going to, I'm going to try to use, but I cut it for a different project, and I've got it with a big rock on it to see if it'll straighten out, but if it doesn't, we can try something else. So I picked the brown. This is just your deco mesh with the metallic strip in it. So, let's see if I got this camera right. What I like to do is take this end like this, about 4 inches in that way, and do the same on the other side. So it just makes it look a little bit thicker when you put it in. You can just kind of scrunch it up. Uh-oh. The One Stop Boutique. I have to call you back. I'm doing a live. I should have took the phone off the hook. But anyway, I'm going to do 12-inch poofs. I just lay that down, and I'll zip tie that when I finish. Or you can zip tie it before. Doesn't matter. Go 12 inches. See how it kind of just doubles up, makes it look thicker. I decided to call this today Unwind Wednesday. Means I'm going to do them every Wednesday. Everybody needs to unwind anyway, don't you think? Thanks, Leslie. Y'all could share it. It really helped me. Share and like. Anyway, I've got my Shopify up. Got that done. I got my Etsy done. Now I got Amazon, so I'm on my way. I've got my classes set up to where I can do them on Mondays and Tuesdays. So that'll be fun. Called Casey's Creative Creators Corner. It's just going to be a design group for right now. And just measure out 12 inches. This shirt has got to go. my red for the barn doesn't work. I've got this. It's really pretty. Fluff out here. Poofs. 12 inches. I might as well sit down so I can talk to you. And I just, like I said, just spread them pretty poofs out. I like this mesh. It's nice and soft. I did them flowers the other day, and I did it in that cheap mesh, and oh, it was terrible. Okay, now at the last, I like to undo this and lay it in there so I can twist tie, or so I can zip tie both together. But you don't have to do that. And you just take it to on the top. You can zip tie this or just do this, and it makes the same. So it just starts over. Kind of keep them. Guess I should put my phone up so I can see the message or the comments. Do we have any? Hey Brenda, how are you? We're just doing a farmhouse today. I'm glad you came on to look. Look at these. Look at these little bees. Aren't they cute? Just go out 12 inches, make your poof, lay it in there. Inches. Guess we're in for another snowstorm today. I'm about sick of snow. You did? Well, I went to the dollar store and I seen them and I thought, oh, how cute. See, with it doubled like that, it just looks thicker. You can't see the frame. Just kind of, if it comes up, just tuck it under. I've got some cute signs coming in. I wish they would get here. I've got an order from Sims, and one from Deco Exchange, and one from Lori's. Oh, and one from Craft Outlet, too. And see, when you get back to this first one, you're not going to have that extra poof. You just untie that, untwist that, lay it in there, and trim it off. And just tuck it in underneath. I like to zip tie them. Been doing them flowers from Unique in the Creek, the boards. Oh, they're so cute, and you can use them in on your like storm doors, in between your doors. Because I get a lot of requests for to put on your door and in your screen door, so they work perfect. There you go. Let me show you how that. Gotta move my big rock here. I don't know whether this is going to work or not, because I cut this for a different project. But look how thin they end up. Like about maybe 2 inches. I like them. I like how they work up. Takes me a lot longer than normal, but I think they'll be worth it. Hi, Linda. Yeah, it is. How are you today? I think they're really pretty. I did a sunflower. I don't know where I put it. But it turned out really pretty. Now these are cut 9 inches. This was cut for a rose, and I don't know whether it's going to work or not. Just going to twist them up and take about 5 inches on each side and twist it up. Let's see how they look. It might look all right. What do you think? I usually cut them in about 15 inches. I'll put it on and see. Just roll them up. This is kind of like the poof method, or cruffle. The crewel. I just want a touch of red to match the barn. Like I said, these are cut 9 inches. You just grab the ends like that, kind of twist, make your little poof. Now you got your poof and your curl. Normally I'd cut these in about at least 12 inches to make the poof curl. I think a ruffle would look really good. I just cut this for a different project, so I didn't want to waste it. But yeah, a ruffle would look really pretty. But I think my last 3 that I've done have been the poof ruffle. So just thought I'd change it up a little bit today. This is what you cut for your roses for the board, and then you fold it in half, and then you fold it this way again. So just kind of making a figure 8 with this. You have any questions so far? Yeah, I don't think it'll overpower it. I don't want to waste this mesh. I could always go in and trim up the frayed edges. Then spray it a little bit and that'll stop that fray. I don't know whether I want it on the bottom too. What do you think? This is frayed a lot because I've touched it so much. So we can go in and get that taken care of in no time. So what's you guys' favorite method to use? I think when you're first starting out, the ruffle is the easiest one to do. Gonna have to do a lot of trimming on this one. For those of you that just came in late, this is what we're putting on. A nice little chick. And my barn, my rules. Like I said, I finally got my Amazon handmaids up, so I'm anxious to see what that does. Just kind of roll it as even as you can. It's much easier with 10 or 12 inch and not this 9. See, I'm just kind of making a figure 8 out of that. I guess I could have put just some rope in here. Well, we'll see how it turns out. We can always undo it if we don't like it. That's what I did with the football when my husband wanted a football one with both teams on it. And I did it, and it was the ugliest wreath I've ever made in my life. So what we did is undid it and made a real pretty one out of it. Oh good, we're almost done with this mess. I think I like the red in there. It's not too much. See, I'm going to have to go in here and cut quite a bit of this fray off. That's what happens though, the more you touch this mesh, the more it frays. But it works up easy. Okay, so I've got that. Any questions so far? Hi Ramona, how are you? Glendale, Arizona. Welcome. Hi Don. Glendale, Arizona. I have a friend down that way. I used to live in Chino Valley and at Prescott. My younger days. Okay, I've got these. They're really pretty. I love buffalo check. So just put these in each one. These are 14 inches. I'm only going to do 3 in each. I usually do 4, but I think I'm going to make a bow. And just kind of turn it up like that. I'm only going to do a couple of times because I think maybe I want to add some rope. Then come up from underneath like that, and it just makes a nice arch in it. So they just kind of go right where you want them to go. See how nice they stand up? And just continue that. Just fold them in half and put them in the middle. Like I said, I'm just coming up from underneath and making an arch. And you can just, I like mine to stay outward. See, they just stay right there. The weather's been really cool here too. In fact, we're in for a snowstorm. I can see it coming over our mountains. I'm at the base of the mountain probably, oh, I'd say a mile. Yeah, I used to sing in Prescott and Flagstaff. You just kind of gather that in the middle. Lay it down and twist it. Come up from underneath it. Take the one in the middle. Take the one in the middle. Just gather it. Come up from underneath. Take the one in the middle. I'm loving that check. Gather it. I want to thank Leslie for helping me today. We're partners, new business partners, or biz buddies. I mean, that's what they're called, biz buddies. I've got my schedule worked out to where I'm going to be able to start my classes on, I believe, Mondays and Tuesdays to start with until I see what's better for all y'all. So that'll be up tonight. It's Casey's Creators Corner. It's just going to be a design group for now. So do all of you have Etsy, or what stores do you have? Or are you new to the wreathing business? I've been doing wreaths for about maybe 4 years. 3 years. My story is, I wanted all my kids to have a wreath for Christmas time, and I ended up spending almost $1,200. So that was my reasoning behind learning how to do these. And then from then on, I just love it. I wasn't about to pay $1,200 anymore. Hi, Francis, welcome. The other day we were cleaning out my storage, and I found one of my first wreaths. Oh my goodness. It was pretty funny. So make sure y'all save one of your very first ones, just to see how you improve over the years. In fact, I have a lot of my friends, I tell them to bring their old one back so I can redo it for them. No, we love it. Yeah, right. Well, what do you think of them colors together? Aren't they pretty? Looks like a farmhouse. Yep, it really is. But you can always keep them as a reminder. And just see how you improve over the years. Just take that top one, or the middle one, I mean, and pull the other two. I usually put 4 ribbons on, but I decided I wanted to be able to see the mesh. And come up from underneath it, make your arch. And just lay them wherever you want them to go. Yep, I'm going to put my barn, my rules, and a chicken on it. I've got some other ones I was thinking about putting. This one's cute. A little rooster and a chicken, a little house. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Just kind of gather that in the middle. Yeah, I like 3 ribbons. 4 ribbons is a little bit too much, and 2 isn't quite enough. Oh, my ribbons fell apart here. Yep, looks like here's the snow upon us. We had 1.5 feet the week before last, and last week we got about 7 or 8 inches, and we're supposed to get 3 or 4 more today. I'm hating it, hating it, hating it. But we need it. Well, I can't see my comments. There's too many. Just kind of put it in the middle. Gather it in the middle. What kind of bow do you guys want to see today? Should I do one by hand, or should I do a pro bow or Bodabra? Uh-oh, I'm missing one. That's okay. So what kind of bow do you think would you like to see? Well, let me. By hand? Okay, we can do that. See, look how pretty that looks. Just enough red in there. Okay, now the easiest way to do one by hand, let me find my Bodabra. What I do is use the Bodabra to hold on to it. Then I get about, 30 inches or so of wire. Now this is one of the easier ways, especially if you don't have an easy bow or a pro bow or anything. Then what I do is just put that wire in the middle of the Bodabra and set it aside. So you have a wire on each side. And you take your, whatever you choose. I chose another ribbon that I'm going to put in there. Just ducktail the ends. And measure that out about 10 inches or whatever you want it to be. Now what you do is just gather it in the middle like that, so it looks that way on both sides. Then measure out however long you want it to be. Like I'll do mine, how about 14 inches. Now do 13 inches. Then just fold it over, and wherever it was 13 inches, and then just kind of tuck that in behind there, behind the first one. Make that loop. Did you see that? Then you twist, and then measure it out again. After you do so many, you won't have to measure it though. And then just tuck that in behind there and twist. Do 13 inches. I'm doing 13 inches for 4 of them. Just kind of tuck that in there. So you have 2 nice loops there. Twist. "13 inches. Tuck that in behind there and twist. So now you've got 4 nice loops like that. Here, let me just cut this off. Then what you do is lay it like this. Then you can put your bow or your loops however you want them to look. Then take your wire that you put in there, and this just makes it so you can kind of like the pro bow. So it's just each ribbon is done in separate. And then just take that, tie it a couple times, and that's your first ribbon. So now you've got your tails, your ribbon or your loops, and you can just put these however you want them to look. Just lay them whatever way. Did you get that? You can't see what I'm doing? Maybe I'll turn the camera down a little bit more. Is that better? Can you see that? Linda, can you see that view better? Okay. Then you take your next color. Of course, you want to ducktail that. And take your next color. And this time, measure out 10 inches on your loop. Gather that. And last time we did 13 inches, so this time we'll do 12 inches. Measure that out like that. Then bring it back. And then just tuck behind that first ribbon like that. Twist. So you got measure 13 inches. Bring it back around. Pretty side up, always pretty side up. Tuck that in, twist, Okay, so see now you've got your nice loops. They're together, same size. Measure out 13 more inches. Take it. Just remember to tuck it in back of the ribbon before. So see you've got, and twist, and 13 more inches. Bring it up and around. Tuck it. Twist. And lay that down. Then take your ribbon, your wire, give it a couple good turns. And then put your loops where you want them. This just saves you from fluffing at the end. You can do this with the Pro Bow, you can do it with the Easy Bow, you can do it with the Bow Dabra. Did you catch that? I started out with 13, yes, and then 12. Now I'm going to go to 10 inches on this one. It all depends on what you want, how big you want it. It doesn't necessarily have to start out with 13, 14, or whatever. Just, this is a pretty big wreath, so I'm doing, I started out with 13 inches. And just gather that. And this time I'm going to do 12 inches. Just do this, fold it like this, and your 12 inches, and just tuck that behind there. Make your loop, twist, boy, this is pretty thick ribbon. Twist. After you do it a while, you won't have to measure. They just come natural. I mean, you'll be able to judge. Twist. Okay, lay that, just lay it in there like that. Grab your wire. Just tie it as tight as you can. Let's see. That's going to be a pretty bow. I think I will do a 1.5 inch, finish off with 1.5 inches. But you can make your tails and whatever you want it, just as long as you want or as short as you want. I like to do mine a little bit longer so I can curl them or cut them or whatever I want. Now this one I'm just doing 10 inches. Twist. Tuck it. Twist. tuck it, twist. Oh no! Oh, I hate that when they do that. That's all right. I'll just cut that off. So we have 2 on this side and 1 on this side. Just tie that down. Okay, so I'll do 1 in brown with 3 on one side, 1 on the other. Hi Ann, how are you today? I seen you like that purple wreath, purple flower. Okay, so you just take that and tuck it. And we'll have to do 10 inches on this one too. We'll do 2 on one side, 1 on the other. Tuck it, twist, tuck it, and twist. Okay, so this side has 2 and 1, so we'll put 2 and 1 on this side. Just tie it, give it a good tie. And I think I'll finish with and I think I will finish with this. I'm going to do 2 of them. I kind of wanted red to be on top. So measure out however you want it to go. I'll do 5 inches on the tail and 8 inches. And just tuck that, twist, eight inches, tuck it, twist, eight more inches, just tuck, but remember just to tuck that in the back of the previous ribbon and twist. These are some pretty thick ribbons, so okay, so and just pull it up. This is where you can see it's just like the Pro Bow, straight line. So your peg would be here, and it's still a perfect straight line. And I like to take my wire and then push it down as good as you can. Get rid of that excess. And you can either zip tie it or, and I better zip tie it because this is a pretty thick ribbon. Just put that before you tie it too tight. You want to fluff it out. Just remember, a tail on one side, a loop on the other. Tail on one side, loop on the other. Just do that on both sides. And don't worry about it coming undone or anything, because that's on there to stay. Just kind of get it wherever you want it. Make your loops. This is one of my favorite things to do, is make the bow. And if you just kind of make a loop in your bow like this, or in your loop, round it out. Okay, and then put a pipe cleaner through there, and give it a good tie. Just kind of make sure that your bottom looks pretty good too. And I just twist that wire and make a loop and twist it. There you have it. I don't know whether I want to leave the tails long or not. I'll know better when I put it on. But in the meantime, I'm going to leave them long. And see, that covers up the middle. You can't see that zip tie. How do you like that? Actually, I didn't use the Bodabra. I just held the I just used the Bodabra to hold my ribbons. But the Bodabra is easy too. Next time I'll use the Bodabra like it's supposed to be used. Okay, now I'll put the signs on. I don't know whether I've got enough room for both of them. I kind of like to keep my ribbons. And I just go over the poof and kind of work through the poof so it still sits standing up. You don't want to squash your beautiful mesh. Just kind of work it down through to that first ring. And don't tighten it until you get it right where you want it to go. Just do it on the other side. Kind of get your ribbons out of the way. Just work your pipe cleaner down through the poofs. The poofs will make it stand up. I don't know whether I'm going to have enough room for both signs. And just kind of get it into place where you want it to be. I think that putting the signs on is the toughest part there is to making a wreath. Cut that fray, I hate it. And then you just kind of tie it, put it over here, and then tie it. What I like to do is take my pipe cleaners, make a loop so it looks like that, and then just twist. That'll secure it down. See, that isn't going anywhere. And cut off the edge. And just wrap that around the wire. Do the same with both of them. With all three of them, I mean. Make sure you get that ring in there. Just fold it over and twist. Fold it over and twist. There's one ribbon here that I need to cut. I missed all 3 ribbons, so I need to put ribbons right there. So that's how that looks. And maybe we'll put our bow on this side over here. How does that look? I'm looking upside down, so how does that look on that side? And I just kind of do the same. In fact, I'm going to take these out right here. Put them down there. Just work your pipe cleaner down to that first ring. You don't want to squash it. But also make that ring like this and twist. Gonna have to turn it this way for a minute so I can see what it's looking like. See, and with 3 ribbons, you can still see the mesh. Oh, I like it. But you know what? I think it'll be too big to put all 3 of these on here. So we maybe put it in sideways or something. I'll have to look at that one. I don't know whether too much, you think? What do you guys think? Is it too much with that chicken in there? Or should I go ahead and put it in? Hi, Angela. You like the chicken in it? I guess it does kind of look cute coming out of the ribbon or the bow. Okay, I'll put it in. Just kind of do the same thing with your pipe cleaners as you did with the other sign. So this time, go to the outer ring. Oh, he does look kind of cute there. Just kind of coming out of the bow. Big, bold, and beautiful. Okay, it measures 32 inches by 32 inches. Well, that turned out really cute. I like it. I like it with the rooster in there. Or chicken. Guess it's a chicken, huh? Then just give it a shake, make sure nothing's going to come off. I'll post pictures after we get off. Do you have any questions? You'd buy it for sure, huh? Well, thank you. I love it. I love farmhouse stuff. You guys have any questions on anything? Like I said, I'm going to start my group next week. I've got everything ready. It's just going to be a design group. It's going to be Casey's Creators Corner. So watch for that. Thank you, Linda. I enjoyed having you here. Like I said, I have an Etsy store and a Shopify. I'm on Amazon. And I also have a website. And I have a storefront. So if you're ever in East Carbon City, stop in and visit me. Okay, well, thanks you guys for watching me. And I go live every Wednesday. Relax and unwind Wednesdays. So thanks for stopping by, and if you have any questions, feel free to just leave them in the comments or get a hold of me on my page. It's The One Stop Boutique on Facebook, and One Stop Boutique US on Etsy, and The One Stop Boutique .net on Shopify. Okay, thanks for watching, you guys. Have a good afternoon. Oh, we've got our snow. Oh, dang it, dang it, dang it. Hi, Wendy. From Alaska. Thank you. You got lots of snow in Alaska today? We've got lots of snow here. I can't see the road now. Okay, again, thanks. And you can find me at the One Stop Boutique. This is Carla. You have a nice afternoon. Bye-bye.